For the paved Statesville Avenue 22 and 23. They put the sewer line in, water line in, and then paved it. And I've seen mountain wagons with a cover over them, pulled by oxen, go down the street here. God. They would have produce to sell. They'd have potatoes and cabbages in the summertime, late summer.
Yeah.
And they would be going to Charlotte.
Yeah.
And they'd go up here and go down. I don't know where they camped, but up here at the Grove, right at the curve before you get you, they camped up there. And they'd stay 2 or 3 days and then move on down.
And then now see up here, that was where the double water tower was, wasn't it?
Yeah, the junction up there where the water tower was.
Yep.
I've been in swimming in that thing. Didn't have a top on it.
It didn't, it just was open?
Oh, wide open. That's where the trains took on the water.
Because let's see, the line that parallels Broad Street, that was the Statesville line?
Well, it forked right there.
That's right.
It forked right there. That's why it's called a junction. It forked there. One train went to Statesville on this side, and one on this side went through Cascade, went over to Moxville.
Okay.
And on to Winston-Salem.
Okay. That's right. That was the junction.
Yeah. And they had a turnaround. A lot of times the train would just bring carloads of stuff here and they'd turn around. They'd go up at Moxville route, circle around Mr. S.P. Brawley's house, that track there, up Statesville track, turn around and go back to Charlotte. That was the turnaround track.
I always wondered why S.P.'s house had that track around it.
That was where they turned around.
That's where they turned around?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be doggone. Because he had the Cascade Mill back there.
Yeah.
And I know there was a spur off of that line to Cascade.
Yeah, oh yeah. It was, but that's the way it was.
Wow.
That his house was a Sears and Roebuck house.
No, I didn't know that.
It was bought, shipped in there on the train, and put together.
He bought his house and shipped it in.
Well, his daddy bought it and put it up, and then he lived in it.
Well, I'll be doggone.
Yeah.
All Sears and Roebuck.
Sears and Roebuck, that's what it is.
Oh, my word. Now, that's funny.
And they have remodeled and put heating and air conditioning all through it now. It's nice. I've been in it since they've remodeled it.
Yeah, it is nice. It is nice. It is. Yeah. Now, okay, you grew up where?
Right next door.
Right next door.
That's vacant lots where my daddy's house was.
Well, I'll be okay. And then you built this one here.
I built this 1940.
Well, I'll be doggone.
I signed the contract to build the house with Mr. Abe Brawley.
Yep.
The morning we got married.
And when was that?
March the 7th, 1940.
Well, I'll be doggone. Sign the contract.
6-room house, brick, hardwood floors, plastered all over. Plumbing, the wiring. I paid him off $2,813.75. And
got married the same day.
Got married. Signed the contract.
Oh.
I was making $16 a week. My house payments was $20 a month.
Well, I'll be doggone. $20 a month. You don't get that anymore.
That was a pile of money back in, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
See, this really didn't come out of the recession.
Yeah.
Until the war started. And when the war started over yonder, starts to going up here, and that's when everything came out.
Came out. Okay, now on the corner where Statesville and Main meet, there was Troutman House up there, wasn't there?
Charlie Troutman House.
That's right, and that one stood where the gas station is. Was that it?
What?
Was Charlie Troutman's house where the gas station is?
Yeah, it's there. They rolled it back, and Sinclair built a service station there, and Nat Archie run it for years.
That's right. Yep. And that's on the left side.
Yeah, coming this way on the corner where the quick stop is.
Yep.
And then they tore the service station down and built this.
And built it. And then on the other corner was the first and last chance, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Little grocery store.
Mr. Honeycutt run it.
Now, when did Rick's dad do the grocery store on the other corner?
Well, he and Hugh opened up a grocery store downtown first.
That's right.
They had one down there. It was the second door from where the coffee shop is there. On the right
Pat's
there.
Coffee.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, Pat's Coffee. Second door down.
No, it's the other one up street there. What is it?
Oh, wait a minute, I think.
Right across from the bank there. Bob's Grill.
Bob's Grill. Bob's Grill. Yes, yeah.
They opened the store two doors down. One door down from where that coffee shop was built where the alley was. There was an alley through there.
Right. Yes.
And they filled that in, built that coffee shop, and Charlie Newton run it first.
Is it okay before Bob took over?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because Bob worked the lunch counter to 5 and dime, didn't he?
Rayless,
yes.
Rayless store.
Yep.
It was down there where Bob Gable building is now, where the remodel got the new restaurant in there.
That's right. It was right there on the corner. Yeah. It was right there on the corner. All right. Okay, and then Rick and his dad and Hugh moved out here.
Yeah.
On Statesville.
It must have been in the late 40s when they built that.
Okay.
Because I know when Willie and I got married, they was running that downtown. It was a while after we did that they moved up there.
They moved up there.
And that was a manse. I forgot now whose church it was, and they rolled it back on church, other side of where that warshed was. They put in a warshed.
Oh yeah. Oh, down there on the corner of
big two-store house.
Yeah, a church and yes.
Webb's daddy lived and mother lived in it after they rolled it back.
Okay. That wasn't the manse for the Presbyterian church, was it?
No.
Okay.
The manse for Presbyterian church is down on Broad Street. This side of two-story house.
Down Broad.
On the right. Where the Mexican food place is, where Greg's was?
Yes.
That's the two-story house, the only two-story house right along there.
Just okay, yeah. There was Greg's, the little bank.
Yeah.
And then the two-story house.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was a Presbyterian manse. Before they built a new one.
Right beside, wasn't Bob and Clay Davidson's house in there?
Yeah. Well, that's it.
That's it. Yes.
Mr. Sam Neal bought that.
Oh, okay.
Run Neal's Grocery. He thought that's Bill Neal's daddy.
Okay.
I mean, granddaddy.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because it's blue now. They painted it blue.
Yeah. And it's the only one around there, right there in that section is the only one there.
It's the last.
That was the old manse back in Presbyterian manse.
Okay. I wonder if the one that was on the corner that they rolled back for McLean's Grocery, I wonder if that one was for the Baptist church.
Seemed to me like it was a Lutheran.
Or Lutheran. Okay.
And they built a new one down there beside the Lutheran church in front of the flour mill.
Yep.
The Lutheran church was in front of the flour mill, and they built a brick house in there.
Okay. That's right, because Bernie's Melker's house is on the corner.
Yeah.
of Institute, and then there's a little brick house beside her.
Yeah.
And okay.
But it was on the other side of the street.
Yep, right across.
Right across from her, where the fire department is now.
Yes, that's the one that. Yes, they tore it down for the Carolina Tire.
Yeah.
Before Doug Nance and them tore that down for the fire department. Yes, that's right. Okay. I got to know, how did Church Street get its name Church Street?
I couldn't tell you that.
Well, I've heard several people say there was 3 churches on it at one time.
Well, the Presbyterian church was there.
Yeah, where the Baptist church is today.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a little wooden church, small church. It was wooden. There's a picture of it hanging in the office over to
I've seen it.
Sunday school building.
Yes.
Big white frame. It's right on the wall there.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
Baptist bought it.
That's right.
And then it burnt in 33 or 34, somewhere along there. It burnt, and then they built this other.
Built that one.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Okay. Yep. Now, and then we moved. That's when we moved. The Presbyterian Church moved from there to where it is today.
That's right. In 1899.
We moved in That's right, 1899. Yeah.
That's when they built it over there.
Yeah. Now, Bob Baker always told the story that the sanctuary used to be in the parlor, and it was tiered, and then you had 2 big double doors that opened up, and that went out into the square part that they had built.
Well, where the parlor is now, that was a Sunday school.
Okay.
And you had 2 roll-up doors.
Roll?
They rolled up.
Okay.
You don't remember the old education building, do you?
Barely.
The roll-up doors at the back?
Yep.
Well, that where the parlor is where the older folks met for Sunday school. They didn't have no other building. They met there. And us children, we went to the basement.
Underneath the parlor.
The base underneath the parlor, that's where we went to Sunday school.
Okay.
They had half-moon desks with little chairs for us to sit on.
And then you'd roll the big doors up
and bring the chairs right there. And you see it wasn't near as long. They made it larger in 1923.
That's right, because that's when we built the educational building and the manse.
The education building, built it and finished it in 22.
Okay. And the manse?
No, they built the manse in 22.
In 22, okay.
They built the education building in 23, and they enlarged the church in 24.
Made it longer. Okay, okay. Now, when did they put the heat and air conditioning in it? Wasn't that in the late 40s?
Yeah. Seemed to me like George... No, I don't say who did. I know George Stephen worked on it for a long time.
Yeah. Cause
I don't remember. I remember when they put the pipe organ. It seemed like they put the pipe organ in when they remodeled it. I don't think so.
Yeah, because we used to have the little pump organ that used to be in the women's. That was all we had.
Yeah.
And then we put the big organ in.
No, the little pump organ that set in the parlor.
Yeah.
Dr. Skeen gave that.
Ah, okay. I didn't know that.
You know, it's set right the other side of the door there as you went through into that sanctuary.
Yep, right there.
Yeah.
Sat there forever and a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know whatever happened to that thing.
I think it's now in the session room. I think they put it back in the session room. The one at the end of
the old session
the
room.
old session room, yeah.
From the church.
Yeah. I think that's
well,
I think that's
you
what it
can
is.
go outside the church and look at the brick and see where it's added on.
Yeah, because the session room looks like it was the last thing added because its brick matches the brick and the...
They added all that together when they built it.
Yeah. And because I remember Bob Baker telling a story about when they put the heat and air in, and everybody had to move everybody out of the sanctuary and had church in the educational building because they had to lower the ceiling.
Yeah. They had, we met in there several times when we was working. Well, when they was remodeling the church
Yeah.
Last time we met in the education building.
Yeah. Now, when did they do the last length of the sanctuary to make it the full?
That was in 24.
Was that in 24?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only time. Now they remodeled it, reworked it in 50 some or somewhere along there.
Okay.
But when they enlarged it, they made it the same length it is today.
Okay. Because that's when we took out the old organ and put the organ in we have today.
That's right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Somewhere in that area. All right. Oh, where? All right. Now Teeter's Groceries was uptown before they moved out.
Yeah.
The Willis Teeter and his brother.
That's it. Bill.
Yeah. Now where were they? Were they
in the old Mac building, right beside Schuler's store?
Okay.
Where Schuler's store is. See, that side Mac had this building, and then Teeter's went in the one between it and what Schuler's shoe store is now.
Schuler's okay.
That's where he was, and then he built that old Hawthorne house, tore it down and built down there on the corner.
Right down, yep. Yeah, they tore it. They were, whose house was that?
Hawthorne,
that's right, yes.
Hawthorne's house.
Hawthorne's house, and built that one. When they tear, okay. Now who was on the other corner, where the little 7-Eleven gas station is up here on the corner of Statesville? There was another house there, wasn't there? Was that Charlie Troutman's on that side, or was he on this side where the Exxon station is?
No, where the Exxon, where that automobile mechanic place is. That was the house. Was right behind it. Was on that corner.
That's right. They rolled it back.
Rolled it back.
That's right.
I can't think of the lady's name. She had a boy and a girl. I can't think of her name now. She worked at the library.
Oh yeah. She was one of the librarians.
Yep. She worked down there with Miss Bryce McNeely.
Yep. It wasn't Mrs. Creswell, because the Creswells lived over there on Academy Street.
That's right.
Right.
That Miss David Creswell.
Yeah, and she was the one who was killed by the train.
Yeah.
Crossing
down there.
What happened?
I don't have any idea.
Nobody. That's all I've ever read in the newspaper. Nobody knows. They never said. All they say is cause of death by train. That's it.
Well, he was killed there, and then Albert Beatty was killed up here at the junction.
That's right. And wasn't Young White killed down at the other junction?
No,
I mean,
he was killed down this side of Mount Moore at that crossing there.
That's right, the Mount Moore crossing.
Where the stoplight is.
Yeah.
He come out there and didn't stop.
That's where he was killed.
And then Linkerfellow was killed right there this side the Brawley House at that road that goes through there.
Cuts up. Up.
By the old railroad there. Yep.
Okay. I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fellow Linker.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now I remember down with the mill. I remember the big house that the mill used to have that sat across the street. It was the boarding house.
Boarding house across the street.
Yep, across the street for it. And then OC's Cafe and all that was right on the other side. Yeah.
Down there in OC's Cafe and White's Drug Store and
Mr. Mabry.
Buck Harrington run a pool room in there, and there was a barber shop in there.
And didn't Mr. Mabry run a dry cleaners in that area too?
Seemed to me like he did. I'm not sure. I wasn't down there too much.
Now when did they? And let's see. Old Harding Rogers' house. They tore it down. It used to stand up on Main. Main.
That was her Mrs. Rogers' daddy, McNeely. Yeah.
And there was another house beside it.
Schinberger's. Two-door storehouse, Schinberger house.
Okay.
2 old maids lived in it.
Now who lived? Now who was in the house? If you're coming back, still coming back down, it's a tire store now. There was a house that used to stand right there. It's a auto tire store, or down, and then it's and then you get to the the house beside Ms. Melker's, and then Ms. Melker's.
That was where the Schimberger house was.
Okay, that was
Yeah,
Schimberger.
that's where the Schimberger. I had to think just a minute where the Schimberger house
Okay,
was. And then there was another house in there. I can't think. Probably he was a barber. And then the next house, Ralph Brawley's son built it, the one they had the auction the other Saturday.
Okay.
That was a brick house beside Miss Melker's.
That was the brick. Yes.
The Brawley, one of Mr. Ralph Brawley's boys built that.
Okay.
And then the house this side of it, the wooden house where they had the auction, that was the Starr house, Judge Starr's house.
Ah, okay. I did not know. I knew Judge Starr lived on Main Street, but I didn't know where.
That's where he lived, Main Street.
On Main Street.
Yep.
Well, I'll be doggone. Yep, that little wooden house the driveway now, there's a driveway now going into She-Shell Pet Store, and that little wooden house on the other side of it. Yep. I did not know. Okay. I always wondered where Judge Starr lived.
That's Judge Starr's house.
Well, I'll be doggone. Okay. I always wondered. Well, all right, go back. Tell me about your time in the Coast Guard. All right, you were in the Coast Guard during the war, weren't you?
Merchant Marine.
I mean, Merchant Marine, excuse me.
Oh, it was pretty interesting. The only thing I ever regret, I couldn't have a camera.
You couldn't?
No, man, you caught with a camera, you went under jail. You thought you was a spy or something.
Why?
No, camera was a no-no.
Well, what all did you do in the Merchant Marines?
Well, I took a train in Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn, New York. I spent a week on the Chesapeake Bay training on a ship. They sent me to Kenosha, Wisconsin on a dredge ship for training. I stayed up there a while. Came back. I went to Oran, Africa, Naples, Italy, Marseille, France, and Liverpool, England.
Holy cow.
And I was halfway across again when the war ended, and they turned part of us around, sent us back to the States, and the other part went on to Europe.
Well, how long were you in?
I went in 43, come out in 45.
In 45. Okay. Now, was that part? Now, when you went in, was that part of the draft, or did
No, I volunteered.
You volunteered to go in?
I tried getting the CBs, and they wouldn't take me.
Why wouldn't they take you?
Said I was too little. I didn't weigh about 127, 28 pounds. And in fact, Young White wrote a letter that I was a good carpenter,
and he wouldn't.
And they still wouldn't take me.
Well, I'll be doggone.
And me and Johnny Motley went to Baltimore and joined up with the Merchant Marines.
The Merchant. Now, why the Merchant Marines?
Well, I always liked the water. Always liked the water. I always liked boats. And it was a good experience. We had several close calls.
Yeah.
We went into Liverpool. Got to the Irish Sea. We had to call for escorts to come out and help us get in. There's subs all around us.
Holy cow.
And the East come out and helped us get in. We got in about 5:30 one evening. Liverpool got behind the locks. They had nets up and walls so the subs couldn't get into us.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And the next morning as the ship came out, he turned to port going down to catch a convoy coming out of London. And just as he turned, they blowed him all to pieces. Sub sitting out there.
You're kidding. Holy cow. Holy. wow. Well, no, okay. What was your most memorable event being in the Merchant Marines? And,
Well, that and when we was in Marseille, France, there was reconnaissance planes come over one day. We could spot them. And the next night, they blacked us out. Instead of bombing Marseille, they bombed Le Havre, which is right down the coast from us. And the most memorable sight I seen was we was in Naples, right where we was docked. There was a square block. There wasn't a thing standing but one big chimney. That was the funniest looking thing I had. One chimney and everything else was around. And how that did, where the Allies had bombed it.
yeah.
And how that chimney stood there, I don't know. That's the reason I said I'd like to have a camera.
For that.
Take some of the pictures I'd seen.
Okay. Now, I have to plead this because I keep forgetting. What did the Merchant Marines do? What was their primary?
To get the supplies there.
That's what. Okay, they were the suppliers.
Everything. Well, we almost all the time we come out of Norfolk. We loaded in Norfolk
Okay.
and went out there a little while and took on ammunition. And they take a hold full or half a hold full or whatever we're taking on, and then we'd take off from there. But we'd always come back into New York.
Into New York.
Yeah. And we was 3 days out in New York and we hit a storm. And the number one life raft, life raft sat in a cradle, just like it.
Mm-hmm.
We rolled so far that the life raft fell out.
You're kidding.
I was up on the flying bridge at the time. I just grabbed the wire to the smokestack as I went by. Held on.
God. Now, how long was one of the runs? How long were y'all out before you came back?
Well, it all depends on how long it took to unload us and all, and when we get a convoy. When we went into Liverpool, we had to wait because the ship in there, they couldn't move because it lost its propeller. And they had to fly one over to get it on there so they could move it. They tried to hook tugboats to it, but they couldn't get it.
Couldn't move it. Golly. Holy cow. Coming back, this is kind of backtracking, but you school. You went to school at the Old South School. Did you go to the Old South School?
Never did.
Never did. You went to the
Old North School first, and then Parkview School.
Okay, and the North School was
Catty Corner across from Parkview.
Where
the brick house was.
Where the brick house was. Okay.
Where the brick house is now.
Okay.
That was North School.
North School.
And then they built the other one in 26.
Okay.
I went to the first grade in Old North School and then the second grade.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So that means you went through with like some of the old teachers, like Miss Mary.
Miss Mary. Mary Shove?
Yeah.
All them old good old teachers. Well, in the first grade I had Miss Leona Robinson.
Okay.
Second grade I had Miss Maud Nail. Miss Mary Shove. Miss Mary Stafford. Miss Mary Stafford.
Okay.
Third grade I had Miss Leona Robinson. Fourth grade I had...
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you? Don't get up. Don't get up.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Sit down.
Thank
I hope you're learning something.
I am. He's not. Oh, it's okay. He's naming his teachers.
And the 4th grade, Miss Harding Rogers.
Okay. Okay.
In the 5th grade, Miss Rudersel.
Okay.
5th grade, Miss Cup, Bank Cups.
Okay.
And the 7th grade too.
And so,
She promoted me to get rid of them, and then they promoted her to the 7th grade too. I had her 2 years.
all right. Well, who'd you have in 8th grade?
Well, 8th grade, my homeroom teacher was Miss Mannings.
Miss Mannings.
I don't remember. And I had, I really don't remember. I wasn't in Miss Mary Show's room or Miss Hal Johnson's or Miss Mary McNeely's in it there. I'd taken Latin from Miss Manning, history from Miss Mary McNeely,
Okay.
and algebra from Miss Mary Show.
That was a good group of people right there.
You learned something, I'll tell you that. They kept you straight.
Oh, what about the old Central Fire, the high school fire?
That burnt. That burnt in 34.
34.
35. I'm not 34, I believe.
Okay.
And when it burnt, the high school come to Park View up here.
Well, I'll be.
And Park View went to South School. South went in the morning. Park View went in the afternoon.
They split the days.
Yeah.
Now, what caused the Central Fire?
They never did know.
They
It was
never-
in the auditorium up on the top floor.
Yeah, because the pictures I've seen, the whole top floor is burnt completely out.
That's where the auditorium was up there.
Okay.
And then after they rebuilt it, they built that side auditorium beside of it so it wouldn't have to be up there.
Now, did they tear down the old Central building and just rebuild it all together, or did they try to salvage any of what was still standing? Anna.
I can't tell you that. I don't remember. That's too far.
Well, because I've asked Mitchell Mack and some others, and they can't remember either if
I
it
don't
ever.
remember. Seemed to me like they tore that off. I don't remember.
Well, the reason I ask is because I found, some information in the school records and all that they were worried about a fire again,
Yeah.
and so they tore it down to make it more fireproof,
Yeah.
and put up better and all.
H.C. Miller was principal and Cy Lee Hood was H.C. Miller was superintendent and Cy Lee Hood was principal.
Well, I'll be doggone. I tell you what, yeah. I've never knew them, but I've heard those names. I've heard those. Yeah, because then Miss Brawley. Now, when did Miss Johnston, Florence Johnston, quit teaching to go become the librarian?
It was way after I finished.
That's what. Okay. Cause she was librarian in the 30s.
Yeah, she.
Yeah, because she was good friends with Lutell Williams.
Yeah, Miss Lutell. She's the one to give the money to build that.
Yeah, and tore down her house and put that.
Tom Brim lived down there where the golf course is now. He lived. You don't remember the old two-store house he lived in down there. That was her husband's brother, Tom Brim.
Okay. Okay.
He was a farmer.
I've seen pictures. I mean, I've seen the house. They tore it down before I
Yeah,
ever.
had a fence around.
Yes, I've seen it in pictures. Now, was there a brick place where the golf course is? Was there an old brick factory there?
Not that I know of. I think the brick factory was out Patterson Avenue. Supposed to be out Patterson Avenue,
Patterson
over
Avenue.
close to where Bill Young lived, somewhere in there. I'm not sure exactly. That's before my time.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I've just heard people. I've heard it out Patterson, and I've heard it over where the.
Well, it was on Patterson, I think.
Okay. Out that way. Because Mortal Mills is the one that put in the golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mortal Mills, Johnny Madison one built the golf course.
Yeah.
Johnny
Okay.
did that.
He did that?
Yeah, that's Johnny's pet.
And he lived out here on Main Street in
Yeah,
the big...
he lived out there. That was old Stewart house. He bought all that and remodeled it.
Okay.
Added on to it.
Stewart Dairy.
Yeah,
Okay.
Neil Stewart's daddy.
Now, didn't Sam Edmonston's family buy the dairy? What happened to the dairy, the old Stewart Dairy?
I can't answer that. Mr. Robert run a dairy, but they was that way out on in the country.
Okay.
And Mr. Stewart owned a big farm. This on the same road that Back Creek Church is on. I don't remember that road, but it's up next to 150.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Stewart owned the farm there too.
It's
And
been,
then he owned Stewart Park, where the swimming pool and ball field all was.
that's right. And Stewart Park was out, yeah, right over, and my bearings are off, sorry.
Right over here.
Right over, yeah, just right over that way, yeah. Yeah.
Side of Park View.
Yeah.
Pencil Hartzell built that house over the old swimming pool. The basement is the old swimming pool that was there.
You're kidding.
Yeah,
Well, I'll be doggone. Okay, Spencer Hartwell's house, okay.
yeah. He built that house after 801
Right,
on Oak Street. The
right.
first house on the left there. That's where the swimming pool was, and the skating rink was right there where that house is on the corner. They had a skating rink
On the
there.
corner of Oak Street and, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
they built 801 through there. What was it? In the 40s? Yeah, I think it's in the 40s they built that through there.
Yeah, which is Park Avenue today, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you turn off, okay, so if you turn off 801 to the left, like you're going to Park View,
Yeah.
yeah, I always wondered. Okay, right
Yeah,
there.
The skating rink was there where the house is, and where the first house is on Oak is built over the deep part of the swimming pool.
Over the deep end of the swimming pool. Well, I'll be doggone.
Did you ever know the man that had his legs taken
Archie
off
Cathy.
No,
and rode on a little platform thing like?
no.
Well, he would crawl up in a tree over there and dive in the swimming pool. No
His
legs.
legs were
No,
cut
ca-
off right here.
Yeah,
He and another fellow whole boat of trains come through.
Yeah.
He grabbed a ride on the train and gonna ride to Mount Morn. He went to jump off and he slipped and the train run on and cut his legs off right there.
okay,
And
okay.
he had a little platform about that square with skate on it.
Yeah,
Take skating two,
yeah.
put skate under there. He wore gloves all the time. He pushed himself with his hands.
That way.
He could lay in the swimming pool out there with a Coca-Cola sitting on his chest. He couldn't sink.
Couldn't sing. Well, I'll be doggone. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know. Then, who built, okay, because Sam Price's house and all that, who built the house Sam Price was in? That was,
That was
Dale.
part of the park at one time.
Huh?
That was part of the park at one time, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
was part of it.
Before
They had tennis
801 was
courts up
built.
in there one time. I used to play tennis up in there where they were.
that, yeah, okay.
And,
'Cause Sam used to tell me those stories. Sam Price used to tell me those stories.
yeah,
Okay.
there was tennis courts up there. I
Oh.
played tennis there.
Okay. Yeah, because he said his garage was built on part of one of the tennis courts.
Yeah, yeah. And then behind the Parkview School was a baseball field. It had a wooden fence all the way around it.
I remember you used to could see, they left it. You could see part of it in the woods that grew up, and in the wintertime you could see part of that fence before they just let it rot away.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's where the baseball team played baseball before Moore's Mill built that park down
Moore
there.
Park down there.
High
Okay.
school played football in there too.
Now what else was it? They had tennis courts and swimming. What else do they have there?
Skating rink.
Skating rink.
And that was all. And then they had the baseball field there.
And Mr. Stewart built. I mean, Mr. Yeah,
Yeah, it was called Stewart Park.
he built all that
Yeah.
in that. Well, be doggone. Now there wasn't there a skating. There was a skating rink over on Academy Street too, wasn't there? It wasn't one built later down.
Yeah, there's one down there close to where the television place
Yes.
is. Yeah, there was
Yep.
a skating rink there
Yeah.
built there.
Was that Brown's?
No,
No.
Brown's was out the 801.
Yeah,
Had a swimming pool and a skating rink out there.
that's right. On out. Okay.
That's where I grew up.
Oh, that's right. You grew on out that way. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But, before they played baseball down there, they played up there. Over here.
Right.
They played Coolamy and Landis and Statesville, and I don't remember who all. But
Okay.
first baseman was Andy Wagner. Second baseman was Skinny Rogers. Shortstop was Sid Dingler. Third base was Houston Westmoreland. Left fielder was Henry Linebarger. Center fielder was Barney Honeycutt. Left fielder was Slobberjaw White. The catcher was Obie Davis. The pitcher was Jake Blackweller and Kurt Shoemaker.
Well, I'll be.
And I was water boy.
He hesitated in saying that.
I noticed that.
But there was spring right there at the branch. Oh, there was a whale of a good spring there. It was in a rock. Had a big old dugout place. I carried water from there up to the ball player.
Oh my word! Now, when were they called the Mooresville Moors then, or is that when they became
No, they just called Mooresville Team.
Mooresville team? They became the Moors when they moved down.
After they built that down there, then they changed the name to Mooresville Moors down there.
Okay. I'd forgotten all about Stewart Park and all that back up in there. Okay.
Yeah, they used to have a big July the 4th picnic up there.
That's right. I heard people
have different stands out, just like you go to have today.
Yeah.
And they used to have a little old band there in the summertime on Friday nights. Let's see, there was Lewis Perry, Tiny Little, Claude Little, Lewis Perry, Bill Young's uncle, and his Young's daddy. What was his name? They played in the band over there. They'd have a dance over there at the park.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna ask.
Nebo Brown was on the piano.
He was.
Yeah. Nebo couldn't read the music.
But he played the piano.
Anything he heard, he could play it.
Well, I'll be doggone.
Nebo run a restaurant down there where such as yours is now.
Okay, that's right. But yeah, he was in Setzer's building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a barber shop under it.
That's right. Yeah, people forget that those buildings have got basements to them, and yeah,
you can see where the window was if you go down, and then up at Miller Drug, there was a barber shop under it too.
Yeah. Because today the alleyway they've cut back there, they've had to build it up so high that you're no longer ground level. It's below. But I've forgotten about that. And there was now who ran the barber shop under Miller?
I don't remember.
Okay. Because there used to be a barber shop in the corner where Suarez is on this corner, and there used to be a barber shop right there in that old building. I remember that.
Well, Old Cash is running one right beside the Moore Theater. Reese Old Cash.
Yep.
Sam and Harold.
Yep.
Mr. Howard worked at the other one.
He worked at Howard and Baxter's up there beside Mooresville Drug.
Mooresville Drug, okay.
That little short, small place there.
Okay. Right beside Mooresville Drug.
and Mr. Fulton Harrington run one behind where People's Furniture Store was.
Which is now their Citizen Center, but yeah, down there.
And the post office used to be on the corner right there.
Yeah, it was on the very corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, was his barbershop the one down there on the corner of Moore Street and Church Street, that little building that's still standing?
Well, it's back up this way.
Okay.
It wasn't in that building down there. It's back up right behind People's Furniture.
Okay, where it's torn down. Because there's a house still standing that was directly behind. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was... I know where you are. Yeah. And then the post office moved to the other corner where the schoolhouse offices are today.
But that was W.C. Johnson House, and they rolled it back and built a post office there. That was built in 36, 37?
Yes, because it was the painting in it was a WPA project.
Yeah. But they rolled the Johnson back down, and then they tore it down, and Herman Compton had an automobile shop dealership in that building.
I remember that. Right behind. It's vacant now.
Yeah.
Where the rescue squad's on this side of the corner.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, and it's a vacant lot now, but that's where Compton's. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about it.
I bought 2 Plymouths from it.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'd forgotten that. And then the White House, I barely remember the house.
That was W.C. Johnson House. That was his road back there.
Yeah, W.C. Yeah. Now, where were the movie theaters?
They had 3.
Yeah, it was the Moore, and then the State,
and the Carolina.
Now, where was Carolina? Because the State was at the end of the belt block, where